So what do we have here? About 90% truth and 10% propaganda. Sea level is the base level for measuring elevation and depth on the Earth. Because the ocean is one continuous body of water, its surface tends to seek the same level throughout the world. However, winds, currents, river discharges, and variations in gravity and temperature prevent the sea surface from being truly level. Now, gravity, however, if we are to be honest, we don't know what gravity is itself in any fundamental way, because gravity itself hasn't one iota of presence, substance, form, physicality, or matter of itself to directly detect, identify, study, examine, to then harness on the Earth. They throw that in there as a mean of propaganda. Propaganda. Winds create waves on the surface of the water. Currents within the water create waves, and temperature affects the water. But gravity has no effect because gravity does not exist. That is just inserted into this like they insert it everywhere. It's complete nonsense, and I will show you how gravity is complete nonsense, because their gravity is supposed to be curving these bodies of water. It could not be sea level. We could not have a horizontal horizon if anything were curving. Now you tell me right now where you see curve. You point it out in this video, and I'll remove this video. Well, I'm waiting. Are you going to show me where there's some curvature in these Great Lakes that line up just like this to drain out into the Atlantic Ocean? Do you see any curvature anywhere? So all the way beginning at Lake Superior, emptying into Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, through the St. Lawrence River into the Atlantic Ocean. So from here all the way to here, it's all level. Look! Level, 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 and level. You want to know why? Because water in volume always seeks and maintains its level, proving that the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans are blatantly misdescribed on every model globe, your fake model globe that's in existence. It's propaganda to indoctrinate you and to maintain your cognitive dissonance. It's right here. All you need is a 84 point IQ aptitude, and you can see that these Great Lakes, this is their elevation profile if you were looking at them sideways. Orthographic view here. They all empty out into the St. Lawrence River, into the Atlantic Ocean. That's level. So this is hundreds of miles. Why, how long is Lake Superior, you ask? You guessed it! Almost 350 miles long. And it's almost 160 miles in width. So it's 150 miles long, or forgive me, 350 miles long, Lake Superior. And there's not one iota of curvature in its surface. And that's just Lake Superior. So Lake Superior, right here, just follow my finger, right there. Right here, Lake Superior, 350 miles. From here to here, 350 miles. So if that's 350, let's see, another 100. that's over 500 miles from Lake Superior, emptying out into these other Great Lakes that then go through the St. Lawrence River right here into the Atlantic Ocean. No curvature, none there and none elsewhere. Can't you understand why? Because water and volume cannot maintain a fixed curving state upon its surface. Water's not malleable. It's not like clay. You cannot shape its surface. All you have to do is fill a bowl, run your fingers, your fat fingers, through the water, and you'll see how unstable it is. It cannot maintain any shape. The only way water and volume can maintain a fixed curving state is in a curved container like a balloon. But at rest, there it is, there you have it. We got all these Great Lakes, elevation profile, orthographic view. They all empty out one into the other and travel to the sea. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. The flat earth phenomenon, jerk. It's all level. Now what's this? You don't understand that all gas is produced on the ground next to sea level by human beings, by animals, by vegetation, by trees, by lakes and oceans, and gas that seeps out of the earth? So you don't understand that gas is also simultaneously consumed as it is being produced? The trees produce oxygen, and we breathe it. What is that? Why is that so hard for you to understand? You don't want to understand because it debunks your model. And it's a model because it cannot be demonstrated. Now I'd go back and look in your stupid funny video for where you tried to ask for a citation. Where is it? It's produced and simultaneously consumed. Where's the citation for that, man? Why aren't you allowed in my comment section? Because you're a vulgar individual. You speak vulgarity that you would never do in my presence. Not ever. Not once. Not at any time. Your model's debunked. I debunked it right here. Anyone with an 80-point IQ is now a flat earther. Because what they're showing us on a globe, with your fake funny gravity, making water stick to the outside of a giant ball that's spinning faster than a bullet at the equator, 1,038 miles an hour, and centrifugal force is on vacation, not flinging the water off because gravity is pulling the oceans to the earth, but a butterfly can at any time in its leisure fly over one of these lakes with no problem. Look! They're all level. This is like, let me find out. Almost there. So Lake Superior is almost 800 miles from the St. Lawrence River, where all the waters from the Great Lakes empty out into the Atlantic Ocean. 800 miles and no curvature. My. And look how they exaggerate that curve. Didn't anyone tell these idiots that the fastest way between 2 points is a straight line? Moron. So there you have it. Right there in your face, Lake Superior travels the water from Lake Superior goes from Lake Superior to Lake Huron to Lake Erie to Lake Ontario, all the way to the St. Lawrence and then the Atlantic. 800 miles. And not one iota of curvature anywhere. Look. And it's over 800 miles from here, from there, to here, to St. Lawrence, and then here more. 1,000 miles. over 1,000 miles. How dare you? How dare you, you globe heretic? The flat earth phenomenon is nothing but logic, and that which can be demonstrated as I have done so now. Now rant and rave and smash your keyboard, spit all over the screen, and use vulgarity. That is all you have for a rebuttal. Gas is produced on the ground, adjacent to sea level, by animals, trees, vegetation, human beings, lakes, oceans, and some gas that seeps out of the earth. And while being produced, it is also and simultaneously consumed. It cannot equalize. There, does that answer your funny question? That's why air doesn't exhibit weight. You must confine it in a small area, in a small container, and then place that small container on your scale. That will never register any weight in air out in the open. Isn't that funny? 14.7 psi, the weight of an automobile pushing down on us, that the most sensitive scale ignores. Just like I'm going to ignore you, funny face. Now let's face reality.